The next and final section in Unit 1 is validating identification numbers. Different types of identification numbers that you will be provided in the materials as UPCs, or Universal Product Codes. Those are the barcodes on the back side of a product you might purchase at a store. And then credit card numbers. Of course, the credit card number itself is a type of identification number. There's several other different identification numbers. One that comes to mind is like the ISBN number on a book in a library. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be validating those identification numbers by using a check digit and an algorithm that allows us to make sure that check digit is correct or is not correct. It also will allow us to analyze that algorithm or the number in order to calculate or figure out an error that was made, whether a number was transposed or whether a number was not input correctly. When we're validating identification numbers, we're going to take either the UPC code or the credit card number, and we're going to check to make sure that this last digit, called the check digit, is correct by using an algorithm set aside by either the materials or options the materials give us. So for a UPC, it tells us to take each of these digits and it tells us to do something in terms of our weighted sum that we're calculating. First direction is to multiply the first digit by 3, then add the second digit, multiply the third digit by 3, add the fourth digit. Continue this alternating process for digits 5 through 12. Well, there's only 12 numbers. So quite simply, the process is 3 times the first digit plus the second digit plus 3 times the third digit, and then so on, all the way until you get to the last digit called the check digit. Another way that you can word this is you multiply the sum of the odd digits by 3 and then add the sum of the even digits. What you're trying to do is make sure the sum is equal to some number that ends in 0, so some multiple of 10. If that last digit is not 0, or if the sum is not a multiple of 10, then either the check digit is not correct or there's a mistake somewhere in the other 11 digits for the UPC. Same basic principle goes for the credit cards. First, you want to add the odd number digit positions and then double this total, and then add the number of odd position digits that are more than 4 to the total, and then add the even position digits. Choose a check digit that makes this calculation total a number whose final digit is 0. Again, making sure the sum is a multiple of 10. And then another way to do this same algorithm, this is just an option right here. It's an optional description of the same method, but maybe it allows the student to understand it better, so it just gives it an option. But here you should be calculating a weighted sum, you should be following an algorithm, and you should be validating or verifying that there are no mistakes, no errors within the digits that were given to you. And that was validating identification numbers.